Hi Pisces, it's Nick and Nala. I hope you guys are doing good. For all my Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, men and women, we are now covering August 30th till September 5th. So we're officially in Virgo season. For those of you who live in the US, happy Labor Day weekend. If you're going to celebrate, maybe have a day off. I don't know. And we also have Mercury entering Libra right at the beginning of the week. So this is like us understanding each other a little bit more, talking a little bit more with love and open-mindedness. But also keep in mind that Mercury is going to be going retrograde at the end of the month, towards the end of the month. So if you need to sign any contracts or get documents and signatures and important things underway, try as best as you can to get it done before the end of the month if possible, so you don't have to fight with or deal with maybe unexpected delays. Obviously delays can happen anytime, but with retrogrades it tends to be a little bit difficult, especially since we already have a lot of other planets in retrograde right now. But that's not yet, so we'll get to that when the time comes. And then on the September 2nd, we have Mars in Virgo opposing Neptune retrograde in Pisces. So this is bringing up a lot of doubts, uncertainty, and our actions, right? The planet Mars of actions is going to be reflecting our more practical approach to being more realistic. We're going to have a more realistic approach to our actions, and kind of like whatever any illusions and dreams and things that we were fantasizing about, we're now like putting it into silence, into mute, and we're like, okay, I need to get to the nitty-gritty. I need to be more practical now. And that's not the world we usually Pisceans like to live in, right? So Virgo energy is opposing us, so we may not feel as like in the vibe, but sometimes it's good to just get back into reality. Not saying that we're not realistic, but sometimes we do need that energy to kind of execute and get things done. So if you see it that way, it can benefit us at the same time. Okay. All right. So we're going to be covering a little bit of health, work, and love. I'll have links to the extended reading below in the description box if you're interested afterwards. If you want to follow me on Instagram, Nicloves with 2 eyes. And if you're ever interested in a personal reading, email, or phone session, you can email me. My contact is below, and I will get to you as soon as possible. So please be patient with me. All right, so Pisceans, when it comes to your health, we have the Hangman here. So this is actually your energy, Pisces energy. So I feel like this is a little bit of a lazy week where you're gonna want to sit back. You're not really gonna want to be like out and about or energetic. Like you may want to skip out on your classes, or you may want to skip out in the gym or your workout sessions. Not saying that you will, but you'll probably be like, do I really want to go? I want to sleep in a little bit more. Like, maybe today I'm gonna get a day off. Or you just may not be as motivated to like move around and get things done. It's a little bit of a lazy week, and it happens, nothing to be ashamed of, but I just feel like you're going to want to sit back and not really do too much or like pressure yourself too much. I feel like you're also going to want to indulge a little bit more, or just kind of like not do too much. I feel like a lazy week overall, okay? When it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, we have the devil here. So Capricorn energy. And this is not like, oh my gosh, demons or summoning or anything like that. So don't take it like that. But I feel like there's a lot of pressure or an aspect of like control here. Like maybe there is a boss or coworker or someone in your work environment or school that may come off really demanding or controlling. Or maybe you are, the one that's a little acting like this way. Hopefully not, but it feels like there's this like negative energy maybe around you, or this like focus maybe too much on superficial things, or like on like the money and the assets and the revenue, as opposed to like what we're actually doing. Are we actually doing the right thing? And putting more focus and intention on that, on quality versus like just how much money is going into it. And I don't know about you, if you've noticed this, but lately, and it just happened the other day, but I've been seeing this, like a lot of the restaurants and places that I usually go to, I've been noticing a lot of changes. And of course, like, you know, I understand there's things you have to change with everything that's going on, but like, even like the food quality seems to like not be as great anymore. And I'm not really picky or like someone that's gonna be like nagging about anything, but I've been noticing that. But also like customer service. It just feels like employees and businesses, like they're not as happy. But I feel like at those times it's so important to make sure you are taking care of your clients, of your customers, and especially those who are consistently supporting you, supporting your business. But if you're kind of being like rude, or I don't know, just like not as nice, I don't know how the word to put it, it just kind of like makes it not a great experience. And not saying that anyone was disrespectful or like rude, but I just been noticing that just the energy just doesn't feel as like, and I see that not just with one business, but with like multiple, and it just like, it like makes me not like want to go there anymore. And it's sad because it's like I want to support them, but when, I don't know. Anyways, I digress. But I feel like here also that in your workplace or in school, in your finances or within the family, there could be some deceitful practices going on behind the scenes, like some deception or dishonesty, and maybe it's out of your control. Maybe it's nothing that you have to do with, but you may notice it, or you may see or realize that, and but you may feel like you can't really do anything about it, or you can't speak up about it, or even if you do or address it, they're like, well, this is what we're doing, sorry, like if you don't like it, nothing, like you can't do anything about it because you're under their control, under their watch. But there could be some like bad practices going on, or like bedside manner, or like things that are like not in favor of the customers or clients, and they're not being honest about it. So there could be some deception and bad things going on behind closed doors that you become aware of, and you're like, but you're in a tough spot because like you can't really say much, or you can't do much without like getting cut, or you know, like you can't speak up about it. So it may be a little bit of a tough situation. Maybe you want to talk to someone about it, but there may be something you notice that doesn't rub you the right way, that you know is like not right. You just feel it's like, this is not okay. This shouldn't be happening. Okay, all right, so when it comes to your love, relationships, and dating, we have surrender. And the number 7 could be an important number for you. You know, maybe you're a life path 7 like myself, or something with this number 7 resonates. But I guess like at this time with love, like maybe you are resisting a lot. Maybe you have been fighting off love, or you've been trying to fight off a feeling, and it's time to just kind of wave the white flag and be like, okay, I give in, like I'll do this, or I'm open to it. I don't want to, you know, be my own worst enemy, or reject what's actually for me. So there could be a lot of wave of emotions going on, a lot of confusion, and kind of resisting, pushing back feelings that you know are there. Okay, so on your side here, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse, 3 of Wands, and the 8 of Swords. And then on this side for this person, so this could be your recent past, present, or near future person, or, you know, all the above. We have the Knight of Wands, 6 of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. So as far as who you could be dealing with, could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or also a air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And I feel like this person could be like physically or of age younger than you, or maybe they look younger than their age, but mentally they are very evolved. They're very mature. So this could be someone who's very smart, very wise for their years, but they either are younger or they look younger. And I feel like this person's very attractive, or they take care of themselves. They look good. They are probably really I wouldn't say charming, but they're very sociable. Maybe they know how to talk to people, exude this kind of like confidence about themselves, not in like a arrogant way, but I feel like they just like they know how to carry themselves. They're not really shy. They don't really hold back. Or maybe their type of work that they do kind of forces them to be this way. Maybe they have like broad shoulders, or like, you know, very stand in the upright like posture. They could be someone who likes to work out, or they take care of themselves, they go to the gym, or they exercise or do sports. I feel like they're very attractive, you know, like even if they're not like the cutest, prettiest thing in the whole world, there's something about them. Maybe it's just like their aura, their energy, their voice. Like you can love their voice, or you just love like how they move. Like it could be like weird things that you like about them, right? I feel like Pisces, we're kind of like that. Sometimes we just like, I just like the way you I don't know, we tend to like weird things about people. But anyways, again, I feel like this person is really smart. Like they use their brain a lot, or they have a lot of knowledge, or they have a lot of like fun facts about things, and they can come off maybe sometimes a little bit blunt, or very cold or direct, but not in a rude way, not because like that's how they want it. I think that's just like how they are. And they're very passionate about what they do. They put their heart and their energy into it. I feel like this is someone who's very energetic, or they're very kind of like, you never see them like down and mopey and like slow. No, they're very kind of like on their feet, like you gotta do this, gotta do that. They don't mess around. And I feel like this is probably a morning person, or they always have to wake up really early, or they tend to get their day started pretty early. Okay. Okay, so I feel what's going on here is that it's almost like you're trying to fight off a feeling, or you don't want to accept what emotions you may be going through. And you could find yourself a little bit in a mood this week, Pisces, and you may not even know why. Like, I don't know why, I just feel moody. Like, I just feel like irritated right now. Like, maybe, you know, it's just like whatever's going on in the sky, or maybe you're on your period or something if you're a girl. But I just feel like you may find yourself like in a mood, just moody for no reason, and you don't really know why. But besides that, I feel like you don't want to show certain feelings, or like you're trying not to show interest, or it's like you like someone, or you have a crush on someone, or you have feelings for someone, but it's like you're trying not to show it, or do your way of dealing with it is like by almost acting like you don't have interest, or you don't like this person, even though you want to see them, or you want to get to know them, or you want things to grow and develop between the two of you. And there's something about like mentally, or like how you communicate with this person, you feel kind of stuck, or you don't feel confident in what you have to say, or maybe your communication skills, you feel like nervous, or you get kind of like I don't know what to say, or like what if I say the wrong thing, or what if I look silly. But I also feel like you're maybe afraid of love. Maybe you're afraid to say what you want. You're afraid to say how you feel, because maybe things have not worked out in the past, or you were rejected in the past, or you don't want to come off emotional, or like needy, or clingy, or desperate. And because you don't want to come off that way, it like you do the opposite. You go to extreme, and you show no interest at all, or you don't express yourself, and you just kind of like sit and, kind of hold back a lot. I feel like you're holding back, and you need to, like the card said, surrender to your feelings, surrender to your emotion. Like you are literally a fish, a mermaid, merman in the ocean. So you don't really need saving. Like this is territory you're familiar with. All you have to do is just go with it. Don't fight it. Don't resist it. Go with the waves, and surrender to what you're feeling. I feel like this person is going to want to say something to you, and is going to ask you some kind of question directly, or you guys are going to have some kind of conversation that kind of puts you in the spot, and you're like, I don't know, like you may like go silent, or you may not know what to say, like, it's 5 o'clock, I gotta go. Like they could ask you like, oh, where you been? Or like, I called you, or I texted you and you didn't respond to me. Like, I was showering. They're like, oh, really? Like, I know you get home from work at like 5:30, and you just answered me now. It's like 10 p.m. You're like, yeah, I was showering. They're like, oh, you're showering for that long? For 3-4 hours? You're like, yeah, you know, I like long showers. And they're like, that's strange when you were just telling me, you know, last week that your water bill is pretty high and you wanted to save some money. You're like, that's not your business. You don't pay my bills. They're like, well, I could eventually if you would allow me to get to know you or talk to you. And you're like, I feel like you're just gonna want to come up with excuses and not give like direct answers. I know that's like a totally like horrible example, but I just feel like they're gonna want to talk to you or get something out of you, but you're not like comfortable with it. You're like fighting the feeling, or you don't want to like say what's on your mind or say what's on your heart for whatever reason. But anyways, we will dive in deeper in the extended to get more information, to see where their energy is at. What are they thinking? What are they feeling when it comes to you? What they don't want you to know. Maybe you should know, and what their next action move will be, and then also your advice. All right. So we'll continue this on in the extended. The link will be below. Hopefully I'll see you there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. Please take care, and I'll see you, and I'll talk to you next time.